Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the geeks out there in our little geekdom. We are here at Central City Comics, what we call our home away from home. This place is awesome. As you can see behind me, we've got lots of comics. Kez is going to take a couple of pictures just now so you can have a look at the rest of the store and have a look at how awesome it actually is. But right now we're actually talking to Lee, who is one of the owners of Central City Comics, and we're going to ask him a few really interesting questions about Central City Comics and other. So Lee, what actually made you come up with the idea for Central City? I mean, are you a huge Flash fan?
Not necessarily Flash. We just thought Central City, its center, it just rolled off the tongue very nicely. But the whole idea behind Central City Comics came by two geek fanboys, just finally doing what they've always wanted to do and start their own pop culture comic book store.
Okay, well that actually makes perfect sense then. So the funny thing was that you actually just like, okay, it's Center City, that makes sense, and it just sort of came about, and it just like fell into fan fiction perfectly.
Yeah, well, look, I am a big DC guy, so
Yeah.
I was going to always lean towards the DC names, but
Yeah.
just Central City, just had to be. We just as soon as we said it, we realized.
Yeah, that's the one that works.
That's going to be it.
That is so awesome. How long have you guys been around for?
We opened in March of this year. That's 2017. So it was a bit of a long process to get the place the way we wanted to.
Yeah.
So we wanted to launch at the beginning of the year, but we wanted it 100% perfect, and we're still tinkering on it. So
Okay.
yeah, so we've only been going a few months, but it feels like it's been a few years already, as you can see by my wrinkled face. But it's been fun so far, and we've got a lot more stuff planned. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. The location. This is one of the strangest locations I've actually seen a comic book store actually be in. Is in an industrial area. Was there a reason behind you actually bringing it into the industrial area?
We definitely wanted space. We wanted something that was central to on the Joburg side of stuff. So we're in Marlborough, so we're close to Sandton, we're close to Four Ways, also close to Bedford View and to East Edenvale, all those areas. So,
Yeah.
And we wanted something with a lot of space. I mean, I always pictured a warehouse.
Okay.
So that was kind of my dream, and then this kind of fell into our laps, and it just had everything we wanted with the coffee shop attached to it, the facilities for that.
Yeah.
It's got plenty of room to have tournaments, it's got plenty of room to have events, and to kind of just fill up with stock as we wanted. So,
Yes, of course.
the challenge is people knowing where we are, and we're looking at attending the cons. We're going to do a couple of pop-up stores as well, just to kind of create awareness, and hopefully people will make this their regular hangout.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you now, this is our regular hangout now. This is definitely somewhere we would come if we decide we actually want to go out to a comic book store on a day. So regarding the events and stuff that you were talking about just now, what is it that you all do? I mean, how many events do you guys have here?
Well, we had a big launch day event on the 1st of March, which we called our birthday kind of a welcome, and we're going to try and do that annually.
Okay.
We regularly have Star Wars Destinies tournaments. We've had a couple of cosplay events. We've had a couple of workshops on various geek genres to kind of introduce people. We've had comic book artists and writers in to talk about stuff. We've had cosplayers to talk about how to make costumes and that kind of stuff. We've even had role players and gamers to come and talk about those angles. So we want to do a lot more of those. And if anyone does want to kind of host an event, this is the perfect location. We've got the catering set up. That area, we've got space, we've got plenty of facilities.
Yeah, no, I saw we saw the coffee bar there, and that's a really good addition to any comic book store, to be honest. And the couches and all of that, just to make yourself comfortable, and you can read your comics there. It's quite awesome. So now, since we've gone past all of those like businessy questions and like more about business, we're gonna get to know more about you. Okay, that means we're gonna ask you some geeky questions because you're a geek, obviously.
Very much, yes.
We have to, and because we're geeks, we like to ask questions. Our fans know the questions, but I'm sure you do too. But anyway, we're going to start going on to some questions here. All right, so first question, your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Batman. Favorite movie that came out recently?
Recently?
Last 2 years.
It's a difficult one because I haven't been impressed with many of them.
Okay.
I think probably on the superhero side of things, I think Spider-Man: Homecoming is the one I enjoyed the most, surprisingly.
Yeah, that is surprising. Since he's a big DC fan liking
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
As much as I really wanted to like Dawn of Justice, I really, really wanted to like it.
It was just a bit too drawn out.
And then Rogue One. I enjoyed Rogue One very, very much.
Oh, Rogue One, yeah. No, well, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard a lot about it.
It's really good. I enjoyed it.
Favorite superhero or geeky TV series that's out on any platform you watch it on?
At the moment, I am enjoying Star Trek, the new Star Trek Discovery.
Really?
Yeah, that's my new favorite at the
Jeez,
moment.
okay. That's a first for me because I actually really don't like Star Trek
No,
Discovery.
I enjoy it. I was very much a Trek guy, and then I went to Star Wars when I was a bit
Yeah.
older, and then I've been back to Star Trek in
Yeah.
my teens, and I'm kind of like I like both of them for what they are. But yeah,
Okay.
at the moment, Star Trek Discovery, I'm enjoying that.
Okay, no, I've always been more of a TNG Voyager kind of a person myself. I like those two series a lot more. But I get it, I do understand, I
Yeah,
understand.
I was a
Everyone's got their
Deep Space Nine. I like
Deep
the
Space,
best.
yeah, DS9 was good though. I enjoyed it as well,
Yeah,
so I
that
have
was
to
the
admit.
best.
Okay, next question. If you had to choose Marvel, DC, or other, what would you choose?
DC.
DC. No arguments
No.
there, obviously.
Out of the holster, gut reaction.
Right, arguments with other geeks. Obviously, you've had them with the whole Marvel DC um, debacle, the fighting between each
Yeah.
other. How bad do the arguments get between you and Marvel fans?
No, it's not too bad. I mean, look, I understand why guys like Marvel side. There's a certain realism and appeal, but I just, to me, DC's like the golden age. It's the gold standard. You know, it's
Yes.
the original.
It's the original comic book
Yeah,
series,
you
yeah.
can't get better than Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman.
No, of course not. Well, me personally, Flash, but yeah.
Yeah, Flash. I mean, all of those Justice League guys. They're just
Yeah, no, they're awesome. They're awesome. Have you seen the new TV series? The new Flash TV series? Well,
Yes,
the Flash TV series. It's not really new.
I'm enjoying all of them, even Legends of Tomorrow, even though it's cheese as hell.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm still busy watching Flash, so.
There's a certain cheapness about it, but
Really?
I don't know. I like it. I still watch it.
There's nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, it's sort of like the Suicide Squad as well.
Mm.
You've got that like tackiness to it, but it actually just makes sense. It fits nicely into the DC universe as well. So I have to agree with you there. Although I haven't seen Legends of Tomorrow, and I'm actually planning on looking at it at some point. I first got to watch Arrow as well, just get like all of that done.
Yeah.
It's a long process.
Yeah, that can get very challenging to watch Arrow.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. But anyway, yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. That we ask questions. I generally don't go too long for the interviews. But Lee, it's been awesome. Thank you so much for actually interviewing with us and showing us your store. And yeah, guys, what you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna link everything down in the description bar below, along with their website, their Facebook page, their everything. Sorry. Yes, and guys, get down here. If you haven't been to Central City Comics yet, Kes is going to snap a couple of pictures. You're going to see how awesome the store is. And when you get down here, you're going to just love it. The ambiance, everything is beautiful. So anyway, that's it from us here at the SA Geeks in Central City Comics. Keep it geeky! Bye!